Hello, thank you so much for having me. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Love Day, everyone. I personally think every day is a day to celebrate love, but that's just me.
Well, that's cool. That means your spirit is up, and that means you have so much positive energy surrounding you.
I gotta be honest, I don't get my nails done either. I just get mine at CVS. I do them at home and no one can tell, okay? I've been doing this for years, so that means getting them at CVS.
Well, you look fabulous.
Thank you. Teresa stated that I alone cannot change the world, but I can toss a stone across the waters, creating many ripples. And that is ultimately why I'm here, is because change begins by opening up the dialogue, having these hard conversations to let not only survivors know that they are not alone, but people that have not experienced this type of trauma to have a better understanding of it.
Snaps for that.
This is one of my favorite pieces right here. It is a heart, and it's molded together by using liquid gold. And it shows us that there's power in the breaking. What kintsugi art is it's taking broken pottery, mending it back together, ultimately making it more beautiful than it was before. I think a lot of us are afraid of the breaking, and I've stated this before. Don't be afraid of the breaking. Don't be afraid of the shattering. It allows you to rebuild yourself on a solid, authentic foundation.
The emphasis we put on not breaking is really masking the power that is found in that. I think of like a diamond. There's a quote that says, "Diamonds don't break." And I used to go by this quote, and it's usually accompanied with a powerful statement like, you are a diamond and you won't break no matter the circumstance you're in. But really, diamonds do break. So with the right amount of pressure and the right angle, diamonds do break. And in fact, the cut is what determines its value. Don't be afraid of the shattering and the breaking, because really there's so much power that is found in that breaking.
Wow, I got chills with that.
That was.
We talk about stigma breaking storytelling, and I so appreciate you telling your story here. What are some of the stigmas you're hoping to break?
I think the stigma around healing, we equate healing with perfection. And so I would get so hard on myself whenever my journey did not look like a straight upward path. It was very much up and down, and realizing that healing is not linear. I want people to break the stigma of what we think it should look like, and giving people grace that everyone heals at a different pace, and that's okay.
What steps or advice would you issue that person that's going through that scenario?
I think what better day to talk about this than the day of love, because a lot of people are struggling today. And so I want to speak to those people that are wondering, how can I experience real love in life? Well, honestly, a lot of us are looking everywhere else to other people to show us what love is, but we're missing the fact that the biggest, greatest love we will ever have is how we view ourselves and loving ourselves.
What type of environment can we develop to try to reduce sexual assaults and abuse and harassment? Would you say?
I would say that I did come across a lot of ignorance in my healing journey, and people unfortunately are very ignorant when it comes to social issues. So what we can do is start by, like we're doing, opening up the dialogue, allowing people to hear these stories, hear the impacts of it, because people tend to think, okay, this is one thing that happened, move on, but there's so much more when it comes to the aftermath. It's a very shame-based culture. So it really does begin with just having these conversations. But I do believe that in the quote, that our story does unlock the key to somebody else's prison. Opening up the dialogue for these conversations, it allows us to know we're not alone, but also that we can move forward in a very empowering way. But it starts with sharing your story.